again, please. Oh. Never again, please.
Hey, don't touch that! Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that logbook. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize! I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife Elaine to celebrate their honeymoon here on the Sea of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived. After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea of the Damned.
And found me stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, he will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can. Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist. Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know. Welcome to Capsized Charters. I could use some near grog.
Hello, dearie. Hmm. Goodbye, my lovely. Bye-bye, dearie.
Dear Diary, wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted an evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter. But when I did get back to sleep, I had a very different brain. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
that blasted cook. Me crew and I are parched drier than Boulder Beach. Hey, keep your greedy hands to yourself.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
Hands off! That key's for official town
Well, I
business
am
only.
a pirate, but alas, I am not a cat. Truth be told, I haven't been out on the waves for many a month. It all began when that LeChuck business forced us back to shore. Once, he was the terror of the Caribbean, roaming the seas on his fearsome ghost ship until he was scuppered by the legend of Monkey Island. Oh, not what. Who? I'm talking about the most fearless felon to ever don a captain's hat and sail straight into the waiting maw of death itself. Guybrush Threepwood. Once we heard what had happened to LeChuck, most of us pirates chose to retire. There's no point trying to compete with the legend of Monkey Island. My name is Mancom Seepgood. The what of who? Never heard of it. No, I've sailed as far as Dinky Island, but Melee Island is a place to be nowadays. Thanks to the governor. Now that you're here, you should relax and take a load off. Uh-oh. Looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Maybe not on this sea of thieves you're so proud of. But in these parts, we prefer a beverage with a little extra kick to it. Kerosene, red dye #2. If you're brave enough to try some for yourself, we usually sneak ours out of the big barrel in the kitchen. You can join us in a toast to the legend. Our governor is none other than the legend of Monkey Island himself. His mansion is on the other side of town, but pirates aren't as welcome around there as they used to be. Because the governor's a busy man, that's why. Caught up writing his memoirs. It's the most pre-ordered book ever published on Melee Island. Come to think of it, it's also the first book ever published on Melee Island. But that just makes it even more exciting. I'm buying 9 copies. You should talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. If you're to stand any chance of seeing the governor, they can tell you where to go and what to do. Aye? Aye.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loom today. Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away. Aye. Aye! Aye!
Leave me be! Try that again, and you'll be joining the devil for supper.
What be ye wanting? Now that's the sort of question. Granted, more than a few folks have retired from a life on the high seas and taken up other lines of work where they can. But pretty much everyone you'll rub shoulders with has flown the Jolly Roger at one time or another. And none of us are ashamed to admit it. Why should it? Governor Threepwood is in charge now. The days of being clapped in irons by the local sheriff are long gone, and it's all thanks to the legend. What's the matter? You got seawater in your ears? Let me spell it out for you. Governor Threepwood is our legend of Monkey Island. He's been everywhere, seen it all, and stolen. The only way you'd be considered a true pirate is if the governor himself declared you to be worthy of Oh, you think so? You can't just stroll up to the governor's door and challenge him to a spitting contest, you know. But there is one way. A man in town can be your ticket to an audience with the governor, but his help surely won't come cheap. They say it lies east of here, but its exact location is a great mystery to all but the chosen few, including the governor and his wife. The whole of Monkey Island is surrounded by a strange mist that makes sailing there a treacherous prospect. Unless you know exactly what. Oh, really? Well, most folks tended to avoid the place once the ghost pirate LeChuck began to use Monkey Island as his pirate list. Only the governor was brave enough to bring together a crew and make it all the way to Monkey Island to rescue his beloved bride. It's just one more reason he's held in such high regard. But I don't suppose even he knows every secret the island has to offer. I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Melee Island, not gold. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new assistant, so you're out of luck there. Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll spot a few stray pieces of 8 lying around that nobody'll miss. Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious opportunities to fill their pockets.
Back again? Your persist decided to chance your luck with the governor's guards, eh? Well, you can't miss the place. Head up, through town, and through the archway below the clock tower to find a cliffside path that'll take you straight to... You might think so. But the fact of the matter is that the guards will turn you away unless you've got an oath. Now, I don't know where you'd go about acquiring such a thing, but there's one particular citizen whose specialty is finding what you need. You mean purveyors of tea, silks, that sort of thing? We don't allow them to operate here on me. The pirates gotta eat, though, so we do take in shipments of goods from other islands. One of them sank at the docks just the other day, in fact. Ha! What do I look like, a merchant? All I know is the governor keeps this place running just fine. We're never wanted for supplies. If you're peckish and low on funds, you could always find a fishing rod. See if you can't catch some supper that way. Each of us underwent the 3 trials way back when, and became mighty pirates, when it was still possible for mere mortals to settle. But since you ask, I'll let you in on a little secret. The trick of being in charge is to make yourself look important. That's why we took the best table in the house for ourselves, and lined ourselves up here. All official-like. Well, there's no need to be like that about it. There's plenty of other pirates who wish they thought of it first. Ah, pay him no heed, or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to hail from somewhere called Sailor's Grave, wherever that may be. Only when he starts up, he claims it's the best he can do on account of...
Back so soon? You've plenty of questions, I'll be bound. They say the name's Scum. Some called him a genius, others a maniac. His knowledge and wisdom was passed down at a prestige. Who can say? If it hadn't been for the drive and vision of those pirate pioneers, we might not be standing here today. Tests by which a pirate might prove themselves. Trouble was, once word began to spread about the legend of Monkey Island and all that he'd accomplished, that we did. But no matter how dangerous, deceitful, and eventually nobody could manage to... He may not look it, but Governor, and when it comes, aye, A devastating witticism delivered at just the right moment. Elaine Marley was her name, back before she became Mrs. Elaine Marley Threepwood. She was a farm, that's putting it mildly.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's consulted.
What business do you have with us now? Speak!
I am Murray, the demonic talking skull. All pirates hear my name.
Ah! Pay no attention to that blow.
At least I can remember my own, and one day I shall return to the waves to unleash a new reign of chaos.
Sure you will. But for now, we provide what you might call in-house telling jokes, hurling vile insults at...
I'm just here for the insults. You stink, ugly.
We're still workshopping some of that material.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front where they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. But don't touch anything. I'm trying to work on a signature. I want something fiery and hearty. Tough, yet tender. Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. Well, sure enough. The lady from the Mojo shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cooked to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats or something. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I don't know what the delay's all about. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look the part. I just hope they get here soon. As soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra-strong Governor's Special Reserve. I got a batch of it in stock in case the Legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. Think of all the tourists he'd attract. But you need a strong stomach for the stuff, or you'll be out cold before long. Anyway, forget about all that. And don't touch anything.
Oh, I remember my first visit to the scum bar. It was noisy, filthy, and I immediately felt like I was in mortal danger. The kind of place I always wanted to belong.
Hey, that's my cargo. I thought it'd be fish food by now. Looks like I'm back in business. This meet and greet ticket will get you an audience with the legend of Monkey Island. Only one in existence, but I'd say you've earned it. That's Fresh Start, a history book detailing the proud heritage of Melee Island and our beloved governor. Tells you everything you need to know.
You lost? Well, then you come to the right pirates. We know pretty much everything that happens here on Melee.
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, that means this
Keep your hands off the display cases. I just parted. Well, all my wares are right here on display, save for the reserve stuff. Feel free to do don't suppose. And before you ask, no, I don't offer credit. Nice try. Well, money's still money no matter what. Besides, you have no idea. Now, there was a time. Wait! That's nobody else's bit. Oh, so you're, well, the costume, there's a what? That's the mighty pirate sword used by, I got some fresh stock coming in. That's the rubber chicken with its model.
The only general store on Melee Island. The storekeeper gets a little paranoid around pirates. Then again, I did kind of break into his safe once. Maybe he's got the right idea.
You lost? Well, then you come to the right up by the island lookout, no question. There's a pathway that leads to him just outside of the village. If the weather weren't so strange lately, you'd be able to see all the way across the island. Not much reason to head up there, though. Unless you're planning to swindle a few pieces of eight out of the lookout.
What's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely booty, Jenkins?
It's an alleyway. Not too glamorous, but I guess they have their uses. This one seems oddly mysterious.
I said that's enough! We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches.
so get used to it. Now move along and don't start any trouble. I'm on break. Hey, it's your own snacks, thieving pirate wannabe. Those will burn a hole in your tongue.
Are you a visitor? It's been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk to. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little too fast and smashed up the jetty pretty, but it wasn't my fault! You ever tried to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They emptied out my bananas, ran off, and left me to take the blame! Sure have, but it's okay. I'm good friends with the legend of Monkey Island. I was even on his crew once. I'm sure he'll be along to let me out, just as soon as he's finished his important, governor stuff. And it's not like I'm alone this time. Captain Coco and I keep one another company. If he didn't have me to talk to, he'd have lost his mind by now. Where? Oh, no, that's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back from Monkey Island. Say hello, Captain Coco.
Hello.
Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey crew didn't trust me back then, so he was my only friend.
And we've been inseparable ever since.
Hey! I don't know how it is where you come from, but eating your shipmates is not okay. I'd sooner go back to snacking on rats. That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's guards moved in.
I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow...
That is a great idea! Captain Coco, you are a certified genius!
Oh, shucks. You say the nicest things. Good luck!
Cause too much trouble and you might end up in prison. There's not much to do here except count the rats. My pal Otis seems to spend a lot of time stuck down here. Ah, these docks sure are pretty. You get a great view of the ocean. From here, I can see the spot where Sheriff Shinetop tried to drown me.
Get your sticky fingers off my money. Don't think I don't see you. Yikes! Don't sneak up on my job, that's what. You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. That's the last time I ever buy a second-hand spyglass.
Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them.
Decided to show up, huh? Well, you can make yourself useful and start on the meat stew. The recipe's on the table. I'm going on my break. Don't let the customers touch anything, especially not the grog. bother me right now. I would be if people didn't keep pestering. Hey! Told you not to start trouble! Get back in your cage! Dummies for life. Get back, you filthy flea bags! Stay away from me! Somebody save me before I go!
cause too much trouble and you might end up in prison. There's not much to do here except count the rats. My pal Otis seems to spend a lot of time stuck down here.
I don't believe it! Freedom after all these years! Ah, the smell of the sea, the touch of the moonlight! We are free, Captain Coco! Mwah!
Hooray!
Now we can do all the things we ever dreamed of. Travel the world, see the pyramids.
Open a furniture store!
Well, I mean, not that. That's pretty silly, but we can start over, build new lives for ourselves. Like running a furniture store. Hey, enough with the furniture store! I didn't spend all that time locked up just to collect chairs. I want to have an adventure.
And I want to sell nested mahogany tables at affordable prices.
Hey, that's stupid!
You're stupid!
You know what? Fine. Stay here and have your stupid furniture store. I hope it makes you happy. I thought we were friends.
And where do you think you're going?
Wait just a second. By order of the that means this shop. Wait just a second. By that means... I don't think so. And since I don't seem...
Let me guess. Another pirate wannabe looking for easy answers. Well, I highly doubt it. The governor hired a man to wind the mech. He's going to lose the clock tower key one of these days, and then... Well, I suppose not much will actually change around here. It's always grog o'clock. Ah, night owl, eh? Well, well then, here's a little tip from me to you. Pirates can't help but you should check all the crates and barrels you find. Of course we are! Salty old pirates through and through. But on Melee Island, now, the really rotten apples, they get taken to the town jail. That old place has seen better days, though. They say the governor hired someone to fix up the place.
Last time I saw him, he was having an argument with the guards. Some kind of pay dispute. They didn't want to. Eventually, they dragged him away and there was a ruckus. Lots of screaming and falling and such like. The poor sap never even got to pack away.
He's got a job to do.
Hey, what are you doing? I was just getting comfortable. Although, if this is about getting to Threepwood, I'm in. I've got a score to settle. But first, I'll need some kind of body. But not just any body. A magnificent body, worthy of bearing my terrifying demonic countenance on a new campaign of terror and destruction. Hey, seeing all these ghostly guards gives me an evil idea. If you can get me a new body, I could pretend to be one of them and sneak you into Threepwood's place. What do you say? There's gotta be a convenient corpse lying somewhere around here. Nope, can't get her started. Seems to be missing a few necessary parts. Let's see here. I can't rain terror upon my enemies standing on one leg. Find me a femur bone from somewhere so I can stride across their fallen bodies with pride.
Oh, those poor doggies. I can't help it. There's just something about these guys that cracks me up. The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost all the fire. I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old selves.
be ridiculous.
You must think we were born yesterday. At last, my new reign of demonic terror can... Easy now! It's, been a while since I had limbs to worry about. All right, here we go. I'm getting the hang of this. Let's get you into that mansion. Now, marvel at my mastery of impersonation. Yarr! One of the governor's guards, I be. I be adoring the legend of Monkey Island so much, and... Oh, forget it.
Well, that about does it for my shift. You know what to do. Keep everyone out of the mansion at all costs. No exceptions.
Yeah. Do I tell you how to do your job?
You okay, Walt? You sound weird.
Oh, it's, allergies. You know, from the poodles.
Oh, right. Stupid mutts almost took a bite out of me last week.
Our diabolical scheme is working perfectly. Get up to the mansion and find Threepwood. I'll keep watch. Revenge shall soon be mine.
So, we meet again. Then you must know why I'm here.
Our grandfather's stuff, isn't it? You want to find the treasure. Don't you see? You're the only treasure I need, Plunderbunny. I'm here to rescue you. My hero. Oh, you're the greatest pirate who ever lived.
Not so fast, you mutinous mud skipper. That's my bride to be. I don't think so. The only thing you've got a date with is my sword. Ha! Go away, please. Not today, thank you. Important gubernatorial business going on. I told you no more autographs. Leave me alone. Would you be quiet? My wife is sleeping. Ah!
Look, Ludikins, we have company. They must want to hear all about your courageous deeds. But honey pumpkin, I'm busy with my memoirs. I can't be disturbed or I'll miss my deadline. Now, we mustn't be rude. And look, they have a meet and greet ticket.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the official Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet event. Your once-in-a-lifetime chance to hear all the seafaring adventures of the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood. Straight from the legend himself. No food or drink permitted during the event. Please keep your hands and feet inside the mansion at all times. The Tri-Island authorities are not responsible for any loss of property, injury, or death incurred during the presentation. The legend begins right here on Melee Island, on the day of my arrival. The pirate leaders immediately recognized my natural talents. And so did Governor Marley, who was instantly swept off her feet. Unfortunately, there was one pirate who refused to acknowledge my obvious greatness. The ghost pirate LeChuck, who was also smitten with Elaine and spirited her away to the mysterious Monkey Island. Gathering a loyal crew and the finest ship available, I sailed in search of LeChuck's pirate lair. Having single-handedly concocted a powerful root beer to destroy ghost pirates, I cornered LeChuck and gave him the biggest spritzing of his afterlife. I kept the bottle. It's one of my most treasured possessions. Unfortunately, it's true what they say. You can't keep an undead, obsessive, vindictive, demonic sea scourge down. I had to tangle with LeChuck again before finally ridding the world of his evil once and for all. I returned to Monkey Island triumphant, married my beloved Elaine, and we set sail on our honeymoon. Then, why can't I remember? And what was with that weird fog anyway? Once everyone learned of my heroic deeds, they insisted I become governor of Melee Island. And that concludes your premium meet and greet session. Cheers! Thanks for stopping by. Oh, be sure to check out our exclusive merchandise. We have gifts for the whole family. Oh, and please, leave quietly. My wife is very, very sleepy.